So,
I don't.
where we left off, everyone was trying to take a long rest. So, you guys were trying to take a little snooze real quick. Unfortunately, a few hours into it before you guys could really get going into that sleep, um, you were awoken by a kind of shrill noise and some very angry squawking. Um, and hear some like banging around going outside the cabin.
Somebody want to check that out?
Yeah, I'm
Somebody
good, Buster.
peek. I ain't going.
Oh wait,
So
let me check my
I've
hit
learned my
points
lesson about leading the way.
if we
Staying
were
in the
if,
back.
if we were awoken hours into it, did we even get a short rest or like no hit point
You
healing?
got nothing.
Okay. Um.
What is my HP at?
Sneak out there, Corey. See if you can see anything.
Okay. Do I need to roll for stealth?
Just peek out the door.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for stealth. Okay. So as you kind of like crack the door open and see what's going on outside, you are greeted to um, two harpies who are laser focused that you just peeked your head out the door and come flying down to greet you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me find my.
Do they look
position.
hostile?
Yeah, they look pissed. So they come up to you, Corey, and they look at you and say, "Are you the one who took our treasure from up top?"
Uh, wasn't me, bro.
Well, someone took it, and it seems that there's a party of adventurers here.
I mean,
It
I
was
can
me.
empty out my knapsack in front of you. I don't have it. I'll show you.
Go
You
ahead.
thought it was Cody?
Say again.
What the fuck, dude? What's with the new guy?
I mean, he already knows the deal. It's been 2 minutes.
We
He
don't know
already
what they're
knows the
looking
deal.
for.
You're outed, dude. You're outed.
Nah, we don't know what they're missing. Could be something unrelated.
So they're looking pretty untrusting of you, and they're looking like they're gonna attack here soon if you guys don't figure something out.
What was the treasure?
Kill him?
Can I?
That was when you went up to the crow's nest, and
No, I'm asking the harpy, not you. I
oh,
know
I'm sorry.
that sounded aggressive. That's not how I meant
No,
it.
no, no. I
I'm
understand.
asking the harpy.
That's on me.
Oh, they're after the gemstones or whatever Corey found?
Uh, we just had some trinkets and some food and some bones that we were gonna munch on later.
Oh, we can get you some
I've,
bones.
I've got, I've got, I've got some food and bones here that I got from. Wait, no, I didn't get them. They were still up there. Did you check?
Brian, I want to offer up my sturgeon. My sturge.
Finally.
I pull it out and present it to the harpies. You know, like with a goodwill intent.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
It's really good. You're gonna want this sturge, guys. Trust me.
Been carrying it for many nights.
Nice,
So,
nice and ripe in there.
You pull out this dead sturge, and it smells horrendous and is no longer fit for consumption, and offer it to them, and they are very displeased with everyone with your attempt. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Shit.
So, Kyle,
Those are
on
up
your
together.
character sheet, you should have initiative +0. It's right next to your armor class, and you can just roll that.
Right next to
Oh,
the
being
other
able to
faucet?
roll in here. So nice.
It's always annoying to find initiative. It's like by itself right in the middle.
Yep. So, like, if you see like all your skills where acrobatics
No, it
is
says-
right
it
next
says
to it.
+0 my initiative does? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I think I did it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I did it.
And go.
I'm real quickly. I slipped the sturge back into my backpack.
All right. Go on.
Hanging on
Stevie's not playing, so let me get rid of his. All right. Codith, you notice that they're pissed, and you get the first move here.
Okay. Well, we're kind of cramped up in here. Don't want to go out there. I'm kind of gonna like get behind Galmir, and I'll just take a little pot shot with my bow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Alrighty. There. Is that going through for you?
Sorry, I was naming those. Let's find out. Sure did. You're targeting A, I'm assuming, because he's like right at the door.
Yeah. Yep.
So you loose your arrow, and it goes right past the harpy.
Nice.
Completely whiffs.
All right, and then I kind of just nestle myself behind Galmir.
Okay. Sounds good. Slade Sarian, you're up.
All right, let's see. I'm going to take a shot at Harpy A.
You said you're taking a shot at Harpy A. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll to hit.
And oh well, I don't have disadvantage, so I still do my sneak attack too, right?
There's not really anyone within 5 feet.
Okay. I didn't know because it said, oh no, it's and you don't. Okay, never mind. My B.
That hits. Roll for damage.
I'll take that.
Okay. So you loose your arrow and catch this harpy kind of right in the shoulder. Looking pretty hurt, but more or less pretty healthy still. It definitely was a solid hit.
And with that, I end my turn.
All right, Zoltan.
Is there like an opening here, or do I have to walk out the door?
So these white blocks are doors.
Okay.
By the way,
Uh,
Kyle, each square is 5 feet.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm ready to do some damage. I'm gonna run out here. I believe that's 20 feet, and I'm gonna face down toward the harpies, and I'm gonna do a burning hands.
Okay. Let me see. What's the DC on that?
Three-
That was badass.
Yeah, I'm known for that kind of thing.
Single one action, 15 feet. Okay.
Avery, I haven't actually played a round with you yet
Cool.
where you've like hit something.
Yeah.
I know.
'Cause
I'm always too cautious, and so I haven't done any damage the whole time.
That time with Mumpo has made you a stronger.
All right. So go ahead and roll 3d6.
Jesus, Bruno.
Then let me. What was the? Should know this. Dexterity saving throw. Okay. Okay. So you rolled a 14. All right. So you let loose your fire, and it completely engulfs both of them. But they kind of like saw it coming and were managed to dodge just a little bit out of the way. But they took they still took a big brunt of the hit, and they both took half damage, 7 points of damage.
Now I can move 30 feet per turn, right?
Whatever is on your character sheet. So yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna dip back through the door as quick as I can, 10 feet, and then I'm gonna call it.
Okay. All right. Then Harpy B and I'm sorry, yeah, Harpy B is gonna start wheeling his way in here, and greet it immediately with Termite, and he's going to try to take a swipe at Termite. What's your armor class?
19.
Okay, so first comes with you with his talons, just kind of like retches at you, and you just kind of pop that shit off with your shield, and then he grabs a club that he has, and it again comes at you, and you just duck under it. And with that, it is your turn.
I want to clear this out. I'm gonna shove him
Shove him out.
that direction. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics check.
Ten.
Okay, so you just kind of shove this dude forward, and he really tried to resist. It was pretty close, but you did manage to just knock him back like a couple feet or so, and he didn't, not enough to like fall on his back or anything, but he is definitely like cleared out some.
I'm gonna use some movement, to kind of get outside of the door jam. I'm not gonna get like close enough to him to be within arm's length or anything.
Sure.
Just kind of slipping through.
Okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And Harpy A is pissed at you. He's coming for you.
Bring it,
Yeah, bring it.
bitch. Took
All
a lot
right.
of damage on that last fight though.
So he comes at you with his claws, talons, and he does unfortunately miss. You just kind of like shrug it off. Your armor's way too strong for some measly talons. But he also goes to hit you with his club and just makes a direct hit. And you take 4 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's his turn. And with that, Hokos, it is your turn.
I don't know how much health everybody has.
So Harpy A is I can't really tell you like their current hit points, but
Yeah, I mean my friends. I don't care about.
sure. So Kodith
I'm
is
doing okay.
yeah, Kodith is looking pretty healthy. He's only down 3 hit points. Slatarian's 9 out of 15. Zoltan's full. You're full. Termite's not looking great, and Galmir's not looking super hot either.
How much health is Corey at?
9 out of 20.
Oh, okay. I'll just yeah, okay. I'm gonna move like a little closer, and then I'll just heal Termite with Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I guess I gotta roll for that. Yeah, okay. I rolled for that.
That's a big heal.
I don't even know what that means, but there you go, buddy.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
This black dragonborn, that looks really fucking evil and pissed, just called upon Jesus to save you. So you're back full hit points.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's OP.
Oh, he rolled a 14. Literally got a max heal off. All right. So during your turn, you can do an action, a bonus action if you have one, and and movement. So that would have been your action, and I don't know if you have any bonus actions.
Okay.
It doesn't look like you do, so you can kind of move around if you wanted to, but otherwise that's probably it. A good way to think about this combat is each turn, if you were to think about it in real time, is about 6 seconds.
Okay. That sounds good.
Cool. All right. And with that, it is Galmir's turn. And I'll be AI Galmir. Galmir has chosen to not wear his shield. He's going to go with 2 hands on this warhammer, and he's going to rush out right beside Termite and take a big old swing at Harpy A, which hits and does 9 points of damage. So Galmir just takes his big old warhammer and smacks this harpy right in the chest, and it's very unhappy with the damage that it just took. It is looking pretty worse for wear.
Fuck that harpy.
All right. And with that, Codith, we're back on you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of not. I mean, I know I'm not in stealth, but sneakily come out here, and then right here, and then while he's kind of looking at Galmir, I'm gonna give him a good jab with the short sword.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Hey, so I
And-
discovered something earlier, and it might apply. So I have a thing. Hold on. One of my traits is lucky, and it says when I roll a 1 on the d20 for an attack roll, I can re-roll the die and has to use the new roll.
Okay.
So can I take it? That's funny. That just came to play as soon as I read that.
Oh, did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
So
What is
I
that?
will re-roll that.
Where is that at on your thing?
Look under features and traits. Yeah, tell me if I'm reading that
Lucky
correctly.
when you roll a 1.
It's at the bottom. It's a racial trait.
And you must use the new roll. Which I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, I'll
Can't
take the
get worse,
one.
literally.
Alright. Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. All right, it's a little better.
And I believe that hits. Yes, that hits.
Nice.
Roll for damage. And go ahead and roll with sneak attack damage because you are right next to Galmir there.
Wait. So roll my sneak attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. So 9 points of damage. So you get behind this harpy and just take your dagger and give him the old whop whop and stab it right into the back. And it shrieks out in pain, just and it is now like kind of on its feet on the ground, really looking unhealthy, blood coming out of all these wounds that it has, looking pretty upset because all it really wanted was some bones to munch on that weren't dead and rotting.
I tell him he should have took the sturge, or else he's getting the wop wop.
All right, and with that, it is Slatarian's turn.
All right. Which harpy did Codith just attack?
Harpy A.
Harpy A. So I'm gonna kind of move a little bit more in the line of sight of Harpy A.
Okay.
And they're within 5 feet, right? So I get sneak.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that sneaky sneak with the short bow.
Okay. Where you're at right now is kind of hard, but I could see it if you're if you're right there.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, everything's kind of clustered together.
yeah, it's a little tight. Go ahead and roll for damage, or roll to hit. Sorry. Definitely
And
hits.
that's a nat 20, baby.
Yep. Go ahead and roll double damage and sneak attack. You're attacking A, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you shoot this harpy where it was shrieking out in pain. You shoot it directly into the mouth, and it goes straight through the back of its neck and just fucking drops backwards. It actually pops the arrow back out as it lands, and it is motionless on the ground.
Really wish I would have gone after Harpy B now, but I'll take that. I'll end my turn with that.
Okay. Zoltan?
You guys hear me?
You guys hear something?
You keep going in and out. I don't know if this is gonna work, but okay. Did Harpy A get killed? I missed
Yes.
that part.
Harpy A is currently dead.
All right. I'm gonna run out here, and I wanna tell everybody to hold back for a second, and I just wanna talk to Harpy B, and I just wanna say, hey man, you can kill you. You know, this isn't our wreck. Just fly away, and you'll.
Okay, I'm missing a big chunk of that. You're kind of cutting out.
You're
Sounded like
stuttering
he
over
wanted
there.
to-
Come on, spit it out.
Sounded like you wanted to persuade him to
To kind of back
fly
off.
away.
Leave. Like, yeah, you want to end up like your friend over there?
Okay. So this harpy is really having a hard time understanding you. It kind of gets that you're persuading him to try to leave, and he chirps back with my friend that you just killed and I set up shop just a few weeks ago here so that we could have an easy source of food. All we want is something to eat.
I offer up Corey.
Which one?
You know which one.
um,
No, that's a joke. Let me see what I'm actually gonna do. Okay.
and you could see that after watching his buddy get just absolutely eviscerated, he's looking like pretty frightened.
Can I offer him one of my rations to just go away?
Yeah. I offer
Hey.
him one of Corey's rations.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Fuck. Oh, I thought that was a 1. 7's not that bad.
Um,
It's still bad.
That's pretty bad.
Corey, you go ahead and roll as well, since you also said that. So the harpy hears you and just gets really frustrated and says, "This will only last me now. What I had here was a sustainable food source. I would lure these ships in, and then whatever was on there, I would just take as fair game. Even the people."
Oh shit! You gotta die for that. We can't. I thought you were just here hanging out.
You're
Yeah.
just a monster, bro.
All right. Is it? Have I used up my move, or can I hit him, or is that like too much turn?
That definitely took past 6 seconds. So,
Okay.
uh,
All right. So I'll end my turn
okay,
in anger.
understandable. Harpy B is also in anger, and he's gonna kind of swing at you since you've made your move out here and just didn't offer a sustainable solution. Swipes at you with his claws and just completely whiffs. And decides to also hit you with his club. And what's your armor class?
13.
And completely misses with that as well.
Hell yeah.
And with that, it's Termite's turn.
Feeling really rejuvenated, I turn around and I look at Hokos and I give him the thumbs up and say, "Good to have you on the team, buddy." And I swing my what do I have? A long sword, as hard as I can with a great cry called the Hokos strike, and swing at him.
All right,
I hope
Nice
it's
little
not
move there.
OP.
roll.
Yeah.
That's OP.
Yeah, roll to hit with advantage. You're feeling pretty fucking luxurious over there.
Okay, strike. Damn.
How do I roll with it? Oh, I can right click it. Hold on, advantage. I think with our advantages, because we had, it's just easier to do the little right click and select advantage and roll.
That makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
I agree.
I didn't know that was an option until recently. Jesus.
25. One of those was a net 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll double damage.
12.
12 points of damage. Okay.
That was your double roll?
Yeah, it saves like if you check advantage and then you roll to hit, it rolls to it, and then you roll to damage, it rolls to. Like it remembers until you
Oh,
roll.
it remembers?
Yeah, and then it goes away. Like you don't have to uncheck it. It's pretty
Okay.
convenient.
That's really convenient, actually.
All right. So you swipe at this harpy with your longsword and leave a huge gash going across its chest. And I'm assuming that's your turn.
Yeah, I turn around and wink at Hokos.
And with that, Hokos, it's your turn.
I'm starting to notice a little sexual tension.
That's been a recurring theme with my character.
Yep. Little diverging storyline here.
He is the wood eater.
That's true.
That was really beautiful. Okay, so is it Stevie's character that needs another heal, right, Ryan? Is that the character?
Yep, Galmir's looking a little worse for wear.
Okay, I'm gonna use a cure wounds on Galmir.
Alrighty.
Damn, can you do that all the time?
All right. That brings him back up to full.
We're not gonna need to use a long rest.
Yeah.
Well,
That is
we
using
need to
spell slots.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was about to
there's-
say. We need to replenish his healing.
Cool. Galmir really appreciates the heal. He looks back at you and winks as well.
great day.
It is an absolute clusterfuck in this little area here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Galmir, feeling pretty energized. Not quite as energized as Termite is. Gonna swing with his warhammer again.
Does he name his move?
Nope, sure doesn't. He's not that creative. He does hit though, and he hits just a little baby hit, for 3 points of damage. And Harpy takes the warhammer directly in his new gash wound and looks a little like perplexed that this strong and mighty dwarf did so little damage with such a mighty hammer. And it's Coda's turn.
Okay.
rough.
These guys are flying, right?
Like just like a foot or two off the
Hovering?
ground. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run and like jump on him and like engulf him and like give him a stab with my dagger while I'm on him.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
Go ahead and yeah, just roll damage and roll sneak attack damage as well, because it is an absolute clusterfuck. I can't even see the character tokens, so the harpy would definitely be confused too.
Okay, hold on.
Just ganging up on this harpy.
We gave him a chance. He
Yeah,
wanted
to
this.
the left, bro.
Alright, there you go.
As soon as this battle's over, my character's moving out of this clusterfuck.
All right. So you run and jump and just like literally bear hug this harpy,
Oh yeah.
and give it a big old stab right into the fucking back, and it shrieks out in pain and actually falls off the ground and is now in a prone position, from where you landed on it. You're small but feisty, so
Small and feisty. Wait, is he alive?
he is alive, but he's on his
Okay.
back, and prone.
Alright, and I kind of just stand up and look down at him.
All right. Give me that.
I step over him like AI.
Yeah. This harpy's name is actually Tyron. It's really weird. Slight Arian, it's your turn.
I run out from the back and look at Harpy B and say, "We gave you the chance, but the sin's here." Before I roll with my dual wield daggers.
Okay, go.
And since he's prone, do I get advantage?
You do get advantage, and you're gonna roll twice for your regular and twice for your offhand.
Okay.
Okay, first one hits. Second one does not. That's an awful roll. Go
It
ahead.
really was.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
God, are you serious?
And then there's 100 people around. Go ahead and sneak attack as well. That wasn't sneak attack.
Oh shit! I gotta do a D6 for sneak attack. Or...
Yeah. That was still not it.
Yeah, that was a D. Just a regular D6.
Yes. Okay. So while it's on the ground, you give it the old bop and stab it directly in one of its like where its wing is attaching to its body. Shrieks out in pain and is all like just barely conscious, just bleeding all over the place and looking real bad. Zoltan, it's on you.
I wanna walk over to him. Is he still like prone on the floor?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna like lean over and I'm gonna tell him for his crimes against the good seafaring people, he's got to die, and I want to try to slit his throat with my dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Getting specific here, dude.
The way you walked over it said said that you're walking over, I thought you were gonna try to talk to him again. I was like,
Oh.
all right.
Like, you got one last chance. You've got a dagger through your wing, but you know.
Let me find dagger. Okay. Just roll the hit, right?
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's the news.
Yep. The harpy hears you chirping, and just quickly like kicks you back as you go to slice its throat. And
I'll end my turn in defeat.
with that, the harpy, in kind of a last ditch effort, while it's sitting on the ground and like not looking really good, starts singing a very like lovely tune, just very pleasing to you guys' ears. Go ahead and um, everyone make a wisdom saving throw. So, Kyle, on your character sheet, you're directly under like strength and dexterity modifiers are your saving throws. That first like top left box. All right. So let me see how this works. All right. So Codith, Termite, and Hokos. All of you guys kind of like really get into this like lullaby, and you're thinking like, hey, like maybe this guy has a point. Maybe we should just kind of like leave him be and let him be here. Slate
Question.
Saren, yeah,
In technical terms, were we just charmed?
yeah.
I'm supposed to roll with advantage against
Oh,
being charmed, and I didn't know that I was getting charmed or whatever when I rolled.
I see. Then go ahead and roll again.
Shout out to Cody for pointing out his trait and features because I just read mine and I would have not known that. It was wisdom.
Yep.
It didn't matter. It was the same.
Perfect. So you like thought about it for a second and said, "Nah, this dude's actually pretty good," and you don't really see him as a threat anymore. You don't really see any reason to like finish the job or anything like that. Zoltan and Slatarian, you guys kind of are like this. Why is he singing? You just kind of shrug it off, like you're completely unaffected by this song.
Are we out of combat now?
No, Termite. It is your turn though, and you do
Oh.
not see him really as any kind of like he's almost like your friend.
Okay. I'm first of all, I'm gonna move away from this clusterfuck, and I'm gonna say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna plead with them for one turn. Don't hurt them."
Okay.
Is that like I don't really understand what the charming mechanic is, so I'm trying there. Am I like swinging on my buddies or like what do I
No,
have control over?
you don't really feel enticed to swing at your buddies. You don't really feel enticed to swing at him either. Pretty much, if you tried to attack him, I'd just make it auto miss in metagaming.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I just decided to move out of this clusterfuck instead.
Yep. That's fair. Okay then. And then okay, yeah. I guess that's it. That's it. Hokos, it is your turn, and you're also feeling pretty friendly to this little guy.
Okay, so instead of attacking him, I'll just bless my friends. So I'll bless Termite because he winked at me and named a move after me. I'll bless Zoltan and what's Stevie's character's name?
Galmir.
Galmir.
I'll bless Galmir too.
And the rogue gets no love over here. This rogue's a little to
Okay.
jump off the ship.
What? But Galmir winked at me and you didn't wink at me. So,
Cool. All right.
That's
So,
fine.
so they're all feeling pretty blessed. And that means that they can take. It's like an extra D4 on attack rolls and stuff like that, right? Attack or saving
Yeah.
throw.
yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I did not do that for Galmir. Let me do that real quick. I forgot I was playing him. Wisdom saving throw.
Having
All right.
a cleric really changes things.
Yeah,
That
we
was-
almost die every.
Yeah.
That was his third spell slot, so man's fresh out of spells. Galmir was also unaffected and says, "Fuck it, I'm finishing this," and just goes to like smash this thing's head in, and hits, and does smash its head in. So while it's just sitting there singing its song, he takes his warhammer and just craters its skull, like leaves a fucking indention in the boat itself, and it just completely explodes his head. And that's it. That's all. That's the end of combat.
Nice.
Codis puts the harpy in his bag.
I'm gonna
How
have to
big
pass
is your
on this
bag,
one.
Doc?
It's as big as I am, I think.
All right. So what do you guys want to? What do you want to do?
I want to go over the harpies and not put their bodies in my bag, but see if there's anything worthwhile. Is a harpy wing worth something?
You don't really see anything particularly of value. They're just, harpies. They're literally just these bloodthirsty fucking monsters. The one is missing a
Skinheads.
head now. So, yeah, you've already got one flying creature stuffed away tightly in your bag. You probably don't
Okay.
want a second one.
I decide I don't need to. Yeah. All right. I can move on.
Okay. Just
So
as
it
a,
sounds like this wasn't the first ship they've done this to.
Did seem to be a specific pattern they admitted to.
They did.
So were there other ships in the area here? What were we doing here? We were investigating the source of the zombies.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. And so far you haven't really seen anything that would have caused the zombies, but
Okay.
might I remind you that you did get some loot that you left on your rowboat?
You mean the loot I got?
Yes.
Yeah. Could I think really hard about what that was.
Sure. So, glad I reminded you. So when you opened up the chest that was in the hold where you first swam in,
Right.
you found
some
a
boots.
pouch that contained 55 gold pieces, 3 turquoise stones,
Okay.
a pair of boots that were like they didn't make any noise. Like you could bang them against stuff, and when you put them on your feet, like you didn't make any noise.
Yeah, I love those.
And also a
journal?
floating packet, which contained a journal.
Okay. Can I dig through the journal? Is that up on the boat? Do we have to go back to the boat?
It's over at the rowboat. You know
Okay.
could also tell your party about what you got.
Yes, guys. So you might have noticed when I was running, I found some cool stuff, but I think the only interesting thing to you guys would be this journal I found. We might want to read. Might want to read what's in there.
I'm
If you guys want to
interested in
make
some
your
of
way
that
back to the
gold.
rowboat.
I can't read.
There wasn't any gold actually. I couldn't find any gold, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Before
Just
we
like
go back,
Carrot couldn't find any gold.
Similar.
Oh, so
Before we
you
go-
admit that he didn't take your gold then?
All right, pipe down over there, Rogue.
isn't there like a top deck that we should be able to see from where we're standing? Like,
Gotta walk
above.
up these stairs. to
Yep.
the
So you
top,
got
please.
stairs on either of those sides that you can
I
go
thought
up.
we were on the top.
I'm gonna
Also-
walk
Let's
these
go up.
stairs.
You may already know this for Kyle, but like I guess we're like free form and out of like turn sequence or whatever. So you can just move wherever you want to.
Let me figure out how to. We're just gonna do this because the fog never seems to want to work for me. But it's all revealed. Which side were you guys going up?
The left
I
side?
came up, yeah, left side.
Yeah, this side.
Okay. So, um, as you go up, it's the you notice it's the quarterdeck, and the splintered remains of a mast kind of jut up from this rear deck, kind of like a broken spear, and the ship's wheel is kind of askew. It's like dislodged from its mechanism.
I want to perceive my surroundings. Look really hard. See if I notice
Yeah.
anything special.
As
I'm
you're
gonna start fidgeting with the wheel.
okay, go ahead and well first Termite, you do not notice anything in particular. You do notice that on the wheel, which is currently like upside down, there's some writing down at the bottom that just has the name of the ship. It's just Compass Rose is engraved into it. And Cody, you go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
If that be
Specialty?
it.
Nah, bro. Watch this nimble feet.
Perfect. So
Perfect.
as you go ahead and start fidgeting with this wheel, it completely comes off, and you notice it coming off and quickly jump back. And as the wheel falls, it goes straight through the floor, directly into what you recognize as the room with the captain's quarters earlier, with the zombies in it. And it just falls directly in there.
Okay.
Hey, if we came in the other way, we would have encountered them a different way.
Did you guys see writing on that wheel? Oh no, it said the ship's name on it. That's right. Okay.
I want to walk up here and see what's going on up at the front of the ship.
Sure. So as you go up there, the broken foremast leans out across a broken railing with a tangle of rigging and tattered canvas trailing down to rocks and dragon bones below, which is actually where your ship is. You could have come up this way. And a rusted and rotting ballista is near the broken mast.
A what?
Rusted and rotting ballista is near the broken mast.
It's a ballista.
Like a bullet.
We'll just say cannon because I'm too stupid to know what a ballista is.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like a cannonball, like the ammunition. But I don't know.
Oh, so we don't have any clues as to where the zombies are from yet, right?
Well, I have my journal, guys. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, let's read your journal.
All right, we gotta go back to our ship now.
Oh, can we? And we can walk right down here, right?
Yeah, can we just jump off and like get
Yeah.
over there easily?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you guys are opening up the journal?
Yeah, so I gather everybody around in a circle for journal time.
All right. As you are going to open this journal, you notice a almost like a bookmark that's kind of like placed in between the pages, but it's not like a normal bookmark. It's actually a braid of hair, and it's right in a. You open it up to that page because that's what obviously drew your attention.
Is it blonde hair?
It is, in fact, blonde and some black hair.
I
braided
can
like
together.
put that in the backpack.
It's actually knotted around 2 small finger bones.
Yeah,
Ew.
what?
Okay. But as you open it up to that page, here is the journal entry.
Okay.
And I will just copy and paste this into Discord because no one's going to be able to listen to this monologue and retain anything. So
I was gonna write it all down.
yeah. It reads, "Our journey is ended, though I fear my own is to continue in the most horrible way imaginable. Compass Rose wrecked on a shoal south of Neverwinter. Many sailors perished with the initial impact, and Alethea was gravely injured. As I tended her wounds, she clutched her talisman and breathed soft prayers. I asked her what the talisman signified, and she told me love. Her husband waits for her at Dragon's Rest, having pledged his service to the dragon there. The talisman is made from locks of their hair, woven together as a promise to be reunited no matter what fate might befall them. It might have been a beautiful story, had it not been for Alethea's gruesome end, and the words of the prayer I heard as she breathed her last. For she was begging Orcus, the prince of undeath, to reunite her with her husband. I held her hands as the breath left her, and I felt a horrible chill pass through her. Next I knew, she was sinking her teeth into my neck. At the same moment, I heard moans begin to rise from the dead sailors all around us. What curse has she brought on us all? Already I feel a creeping chill overtaking my body. I am securing her talisman with this book in my chest, in the hope that someone who comes after us may end this nightmare by bringing Alethia's talisman to her husband.
Okay.
Is it Tarek, her husband?
Don't know.
I can't remember. I feel like we heard about a husband missing his wife, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah,
Now,
I want to go back and look at that painting in room
go,
C6.
go ahead and everyone roll a history check.
History check.
Fucking right.
All right, we got a little bit of history on there.
Got a little bit going.
Yeah, wait, I know a couple
Perfect.
things about the
So, all of you guys seem to remember that you were told that this shipwreck happened roughly 40 years ago.
Oh,
So, thinking back to Tarek, he's probably like in his early to mid 50s. It wouldn't really make sense for him to be the husband. In fact, nobody that you met at Dragon's Rest would probably be the husband.
Boys, I bet it's a graveyard. We gotta go put it on a grave.
Do we have it? Do we have the
yeah,
talisman?
we have it. Yeah, I got it in my bag now.
Okay. I do want to quickly just like look at that painting in C6, and was there like labels or like words under the painting?
Sure, give me just a second here.
Pretty close.
Oh, we have some history going.
Yes, so written across the bottom of the portrait are the words Alethea and Brastos together forever. And it's a black-haired woman wearing a sailor's uniform and a blonde-haired man wearing some fine clothes from like a merchant.
I'm gonna
Blonde Brastos.
Gonna jot
Alright.
that down so we don't have to do more history checks to remember
Yep.
things.
Well, we can go ask around about Brastos.
I second that if the group agrees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's a
yeah.
good plan.
Someone can point us in the right direction from Dragon's Rest.
I mean, Galmir needs to get back on the rowboat though. He's just over there chilling.
He's been acting mighty weird.
He really has almost.
Yeah. Galmir's probably just going to stick around on the ship, just kind of do some more inspections.
All right, Galvin, we'll come pick you up later.
Yeah, hopefully there's no more harpies.
All right.
He's
So,
possessed by God.
yep, he is possessed by God. He's
God.
deep in prayer. All right. So you guys are going back to Dragon's Rest?
I think that's the play, right, boys?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
This was like the totality of the wrecks that we could check out and stuff, because it was just one ship. I'm just making sure from the visual.
There are plenty of other
There was
ships
more, right?
around,
Yeah.
but none of them really seem accessible. They're all just kind of like you see like a mast coming up from underwater. They're all pretty just like beat down.
Okay.
All right. And then if I can do this right, wee, magic school bus.
Away we go.
You're like over here somewhere. Let me fix my screen. All right, and you guys arrive back at Dragon's Rest.
Okay. I run up to Mumpo and give him a big hug, as I always do when I return.
All right.
Group hug with Mumpo.
Mumpo turns around, which, all right, a little bit of backstory on Mumpo, Kyle. He is a kobold that's a little bit more brash than the rest of the kobolds and desperately wants to be an adventurer. He did join in a fight and immediately got KO'd by a zombie. And he's just been kind of hanging around.
Training, though.
Yeah, he's been
training.
He's been training a little bit.
Obsidian shard.
Yep. Mako sees you guys return and just runs up and gives you a big old hug. You guys are like pretty much like level with each other too, so it's like a really deep embrace.
Man, love you,
Mumpo, how's your
Mumpo.
training been going?
It's been going great. I've learned how to throw it almost in a straight line.
Nice, Mumpo.
awesome.
Mumpo, do you know anything about Brastos? Have you heard that name before?
Not that I can remember, but Runara might know something.
Okay, we'll go talk to her. You just stay here, keep training. Hey, are you hungry, Mumpo? You want one of my rations?
You've
been training really
your
hard.
rations away.
I'm trying to be nice to Mumpo.
Was he hungry?
Are you hungry, Mumpo?
No, No.
I have access to all my normal food at home.
All right.
Mm.
So you guys are coming up
How do I
to
get-
Runara.
How do I get my spell slots back, Ryan? Like, how do I get my spells back?
That would have to
Oh.
happen at a long rest.
How do I make a long rest happen right now?
Well, does a short rest restore up to half of it, or is that only HP?
Short rest is just HP. So a long rest is going to be like when you guys are kind of going to bed for the night or just, setting up camp, trying to kind of chilling. A long rest in game is like 8 hours. So it's kind of like it doesn't really have to be a group activity, but if you do one, you'll probably be excluded from, whatever's going on with them.
So, really, I only get to use 3 spells for every time we play?
You get more spell slots as you level up, which reminds me, everyone's level 3.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do I do any? I don't remember how to level up in here.
Yeah, I don't either.
On your character sheet, you can go to manage, and then there's like characters and levels, and
Yep.
you can figure it out from there. Yeah, so a good way to think about D&D combat is it's much more of like a resource management thing as opposed to like real-time action. It's like it truly is kind of like all right, do I want to save this in case I run into something later, or do I want to go ahead and like burn this or that kind of stuff?
Ooh, I got
Oh,
something.
I have a new archetype.
Me too. I can't read this on the while
Grants
we're
you
on here.
features at 3rd level. So what does that mean? I'll figure that out later.
Ooh, I get crits on 19 now, boys.
Uh-oh.
That's an interesting.
Where do
Does
you see
leveling-
your new stuff?
When I leveled my character up, it like appeared, and I could like select. Well, I only had one choice, but
I love
I
you.
guess I could have had more choices.
Ryan,
You want to give me a kiss?
do you remember what level
I love
I can dual spec at when I can do a second class?
Nope, I sure don't. Sure do not.
Damn, boys, I'm reading this thing, and so like when I get to level 7, I can crit at rolls 18, and then 10, I can crit at rolls 17, 15. You see what I'm saying? Like I can. By the time that he's leveled all the way up, I'll crit at 15 rolls. Kind of
Sheesh.
interesting.
Climbing costs no extra movement. When you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by 3 feet. Oh, so I can fly now.
All right, I want to go talk to Runera. Ask her where
Yeah.
Johnny Braxton is.
Okay. So, all right. Give me 1 second here.
Wait, I want to say this though to the group. She was acting kind of weird last time, if you guys remember. I don't want to give her more information than she needs.
I-
Yeah, it's a good
I
point.
concur.
Okay.
Okay. So, you go up to her and mention Brathos, and Renara just kind of looks at you and sad. It looks like pretty distraught, and she just kind of like nods sadly and looks at you and said, "Yes, I do remember Brastos. He did unfortunately die many years ago. He is currently laid to rest in a graveyard atop the cliffs. I'm assuming you kind of explained the talisman as well, like that whole ordeal, or maybe not.
I wasn't gonna mention the talisman.
Okay.
I liked Zoltan's idea of finding like a grave or something. So
Oh, sounds like he was on the money.
I whispered that to y'all, and I'm gonna.
You guys want to
Does
go check out the
anybody
graveyard?
does anybody have speak to
Renara kind
undead?
of like chimes into your little group chat. She says, "Why do you ask about Brastos? What did you find at the shipwreck?"
It's none of your business, Runera.
All right, hands up. I do know that he had a wife. He talked about her often.
How did he die?
Nothing overly dramatic. as he got older, his health started to fail him. Obviously, we don't have access to many medical facilities here, and he did unfortunately pass.
Okay.
Where'd you say he was buried?
Up in the hills, up on the cliff, not far from here.
Like to pay our respects.
It seems a little curious that you're asking about him after going to the shipwreck. Are you sure you have nothing to tell me?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
All right. Very well. If you'd like, I
Roll a
could lead you to his grave.
That won't
Yeah,
be necessary.
Yeah, just point the way.
Yeah,
We'll
just
Yeah.
point the way. Just like tell us where.
This is kind of a personal thing for us. It's emotional. You just don't want to be there for this.
She just kind of like looks at you curiously because it makes no sense that you're asking about a dude who died like 20 years ago. And she says, if you go back from where you first arrived, and just follow the beaten path up towards the cliffs, you will arrive there in no time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I cut her off before my boys leave. And I say,
This brim pick up.
didn't you say that after we went to the shipwrecks? I'm supposed to be standing over here. Didn't you say after we went to the shipwrecks that you would give us a little information about we called you out on you being a little weird. Did I make that up?
What
And you said
what did you find at the shipwrecks? You've just come back after being gone and asked about a man named Brastos. Did you
We
take
found
care of?
that wasn't
We
the
found
deal.
some
You said
gold.
I don't know where you've been.
to the
Hey,
shipwrecks.
actually, Codith Littleman has something he wants to show you that he found there.
Hey. I shut him down and I look over
Yeah,
at
I
Cody
kind of
and
just
I say, hey, that's up to him. He's got it.
It smells wonderful.
I present the starch to her.
Renara just kind of looks at you and is like, thank you for your sacrifice, but I don't believe that this is currently edible. I would suggest maybe throwing it into the ocean.
I'm
I will not
very
do that. You wanted to see what we were up to? This is what.
Yeah, I just don't think you're holding up the end of the bargain. You said, "Hey, go check out the shipwrecks, and I'll talk to you about why I've been acting weird." And I do it very intimidatingly. You didn't say about bringing you
Go ahead
reporting
and
everything we
roll
saw.
an intimidation check.
I'm like gassing him up the whole time next to him. Like, yeah.
Okay,
With advantage.
so you're as you're kind of like puffing your chest out, you can see Renara starting to get very, very upset and like pissed. And she said, "What I told you was if you went to the shipwrecks and that you determined what was going on, creating these zombies and these creatures of undeath, that I would help you understand what's going on here. All you've come
My
back to
bad.
me with is a man named Brastos who died here 20 years ago and no further information. So I highly suggest that you, if you like information, that you provide some of your own."
I turn around and look at her and say, "My bad. I couldn't remember what you said."
I wanted deceivingly. I'm going to deceivingly say that the only reason we know about him is because of the harpies that attacked us on the ship.
I'm gonna leave her for later.
So
Go flirt with Baronoth.
you say you mentioned harpies, and she kind of looks at you curiously, and she says, "Well, that would explain the shipwrecks. Harpies are known to sing songs to lure men and women alike. Very similar to sirens, and that like uh, with the rocky shores that we have, it would explain the shipwrecks, but it doesn't explain the undeath."
It really doesn't. I mean, we're trying to figure it out, but I mean, unfortunately, the harpies attacked us, and we just kind of had to, do a little stabby stab. I mean, we tried telling them like, "Yo, just back off," but they were very aggressive, and they said they've been doing it for a while.
It has been several weeks. Well, thank you for taking out the harpies. I'll have to understand further why these sailors keep turning into zombies. And she's just kind of
Sure.
like looking puzzled.
All right, well, we'll let you know if we
Great
find
move.
anything. Just don't do that weird shit with your eyes while we're gone.
while that conversation was going on, I was over here flirting with Varnoth, and I trustingly asked her if she knows anything about Brastos. What's his name?
What was Brestos?
Brestos.
She kind of she's just kind of like admiring you, like hand on the table, just like on her face, just giving you a big old smile. And she says,
Kyle, me and this girl got a thing going on.
she says, "Well, I never met Brastos. I don't believe he was any kind of significant man around here. But from what I understand from Runara, our little group here did suffer a great loss when he passed. I believe he was a merchant with many connections, and he was able to kind of use those connections and uh, bring in supplies, things that we would typically need that we just don't really have great access to anymore."
Okay. I reach up and I brush her hair a little bit out of her eye, and I say thank you. And I leave.
She gives a little shiver and says, "Ooh, you know how to make an old lass blush."
Yeah, y'all want to go check out that grave as a group,
Yeah,
or
let's do it.
Yeah.
Whenever
um,
you're done.
yeah, there's something
mean,
to
if you-
the
You need to
the
take a short rest over there. I mean, we understand, bro.
there's something to the merchant thing. Like maybe if this is a dead end, we can find like if any of the people around here are old merchants. But I'd say let's go do the
I like
grave
it.
thing first.
Okay, so you guys are gonna start going up to the cliffside, huh?
Oh yeah.
All
Meta
right.
question: did leveling up, does it have any like short rest or long rest? Like in like some like
Sure, like it
RPGs, you
usually like
level
heals
up.
you up.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm just concerned about Kyle's spell slots.
Sure. So
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that. But
Well,
I
if he
will
I
does
Google
would
it.
it
assume not, because it would auto heal. I would
it
auto
auto healed.
replenish.
It auto healed me, or it didn't auto heal me, but it gave
It
me the points that
I
I
got more
was.
HP, but I still was missing some.
Yeah, because it adds the new HP to whatever your total HP was.
So according to Google, no, it doesn't.
It'll be okay. I figured
Rations.
some shit I can do.
Well, we can choose to long rest at just about any time
Yeah.
that the DM rules is like an appropriate time to rest. So like,
That
Yep.
would have
it's
been a
not
good
like
time. You could have banged that girl and we could have all slept for 8 hours.
true. I just didn't want you to think it's like a story. Like a story would matter because the GM could like when we tried to rest before, he said like we were interrupted, but as a most part,
Oh, okay.
we can rest whenever we want to.
Yep. Um. So you guys start heading your way over to the cliffside.
Wait, not where these guys are. What are you guys doing over here?
So if you want to go up to the map up top, so you guys are right here. It's not like a super far walk. It's kind of just like up here by the coast. So only gonna take maybe like a 30-minute or so trek.
All right.
So you do get to give me 1 second here. Okay. This is being weird. Where the ground just kind of showed up.
Damn it, we're gonna get jumped, boys. We should have
Oh
rested.
yeah.
Where's my
Oh,
carrot?
ground down there. Okay. My mouse wheel makes this a lot better.
All right, and you're gonna have to give me like 2 minutes or so.
I've never seen a cemetery like this one, boys.
Yeah,
So
weird looking tombstones.
why is this? Thank you. Excuse me. All right.
The fact that you can zoom out like infinitely in this map, I've lost
Too
my
far. Yeah.
yeah, I've lost my character. Where am I at? Do anybody see me?
Yeah, I see you. You're up near Dragon's Rest. With well, no, it's got your name up for me, but then Okos is right there.
I might be under Kyle's character.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So
Nope, I'm not.
As you guys are kind of walking around just on the path, um,
Yeah.
you I've got some like roots and shit I was supposed to have, but whatever. You hear this really just like awful sound. It almost is like half of a growl or half of a like a piercing screech. It's just like a very confusing and it's super loud. It just fucking goes all throughout the air, and very very abruptly, um, you see um an absolute fucking hulking owlbear come peering around out from behind this tree.
Shit.
And it's got like these purplish feathers and deep brown fur, and it's got these huge looking eyes, and they look hungry. And it knows you're there. It sees you guys. Everyone, in just a moment, I would like you to roll initiative, but please wait. All right, everyone, roll initiative.
Ooh, nat 20, baby.
Not 20.
Damn, I got some high initiatives.
Except for me.
Can
Oh,
I
it
see
was
the
nice.
log?
Excuse me.
Can we all see the log? Oh shit, yeah we can. Nice.
Hokos, whenever you get a chance.
Oh, I did it. I thought. Hold on.
You did an intellect or intelligence saving throw.
What did I do?
Initiative.
It should be right beside your armor class.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I thought they stood for the same thing. Okay.
Looking pretty good. All right. Termite, you feel fucking juiced looking at this massive fucking owlbear, and you're up first.
Um, I am gonna leave my shield equipped for one hand on the long sword, and I'm going to. What's my movement? 30 feet. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move like right here because it's about 30 feet, and I don't think I can shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him with my long crossbow.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Smashes into the tree beside of him.
I turn around and look at my comrades, a little uncomfortable. And in my turn.
Codith, it's on you.
All right. I'll kind of get roughly, and I'll take a little shot too with my bow.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Kaboop.
Same
That's pretty
thing.
intimidating.
It whistles past some of the leaves as it misses him.
I give Termite like the look of, I get it now.
All right, Hokos, that is on you.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna move a little bit, and I got this new move that I can like create a spectral weapon or spiritual weapon. So I'm gonna like do that like right beside him, and then hit him with it.
Okay. Sounds good. Does it automatically attack too? Yep, it does. Perfect. Cool. So go ahead. You cast it. Boom. And then I assume you're gonna have it roll to hit as well. I'm gonna just draw like a little. I'm gonna give it like a little character token. Just gonna give it a boop.
That's cool.
All right. Yep, and you're good to just roll to hit with it. If you did, you may have already done that. You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did. It's a 7.
So Owlbear is like confused that this thing just came up right next to it, and then dodges out of the way very quickly before it could get a good old swing off.
What is this man's armor class?
To be fair, you guys have rolled like an 8, a 7, and a I don't know, whatever you rolled. Think an 11. All right. So the owlbear is looking mighty hungry and sees a good old termite right in front of it and just barrels towards it. And it goes to attack you.
19 armor class.
All right. So first, as it's rushing towards you, it kind of goes with its beak, just like rushes and bites you, and bites you directly in um, the arm, and you take 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
Jesus.
That would one shot some of the people in here, I think.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
All right, and
I'm cut in half.
as you're looking a little hurt, it swipes at you with your claws and also hits, and you take 8 more points of damage.
What the fuck?
Did that knock you out?
No, I have 6 left, and
Whew.
I think I have the most amount of hit points in the group.
All right. And that ends its turn. Zoltan.
All right, I'm gonna move. Okay, I'm gonna move here, roughly 6 squares, and I got a move called Wall of Fire I want to use, and I want to make the Wall of Fire like right here.
Okay,
so
like
it's
cut 'em off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Don't know
Can you-
exactly how that works.
Can you read the description on that so we all
It's a big
kind of
one.
know how to use it?
So I create a wall of fire. It can be up to 60 feet long and 20 feet high. And when it appears, every creature has to make a dexterity saving throw. They take damage if they do bad. And then on one side of the wall, which I pick, which will be the side the owlbear's on, everything on that side of the wall gets 5d8 damage at the end of its turn every time. And it says it lasts for the duration, so I don't know what that means.
So that's something we'd have to
I'll
walk
last the whole
around.
fight.
Yeah, it's really wide and it's blocking you.
So we need to draw it so we can use it as a.
Yep. So let me see what I can do here. I'm going to do this. Make it nice and red.
How big and long are you making the wall, though?
I'm gonna make it. Say I'll make it. I don't know, 25 feet long, centered on the owlbear.
So like directly on top of him.
Like right between him and termite.
So like kind of like that maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Big wall of fire appears. I'm thinking about how I want to do this because I'm trying to understand. Does he take damage right off the bat with that?
He's got
Yeah,
to
the
do
initial,
a
right?
dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm with you. I feel like if he has to, then Corey would have to as well, just since they were so close.
But it
He
says
did say-
only
Yep.
if they're on. Like you pick which side of the wall you want damage to happen. Like it sounds like only half of the wall, like one half of the wall matters.
So, okay, what I'm reading it as is that anything within its area. So like if you're literally in these squares, you take damage, and then everything I'm gonna say on this side, if you're in these 2 blocks at the end of your turn, you have to you may take damage as well.
Okay. All
Um,
right. Sorry if I just killed you, Corey.
no, for flavor, you kind of like engulf him, and it almost like pushes him back, and he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, baby.
And you're fucking
Ooh.
golden, I'm pretty sure. What's the DC on that?
I don't know what that means.
The difficulty, like the
Oh, to Avery.
it
Oh,
is 10. It's 10. All right.
I don't know what he Do I need to do anything? Or like never mind. I figured it out.
Okay, so the owlbear does quickly jump back. Go ahead and do your 5d8 or your damage roll.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fireball. I was ready to go. That was a big boy hit. Damn, 5d8 and you only got 15. Feels bad, man. Okay.
2 ones.
So, so the owlbear did react pretty quickly, but still got pretty singed, and he's gonna take half damage. We'll round up, and it's 8 points of damage. All right, and Slade's Arian
In my turn.
brings it back to you.
All right. So I can't see through this wall of fire at all.
It is completely opaque.
So if I move kind of over beside Curtis Little Man, I can't try to take some sort of shot.
This is
What'd you say?
still. I mean, oh, that's not what I meant to do. No, you can't. I mean, you can take a shot, because like he probably hasn't moved far, but you're gonna have to roll it with disadvantage, for sure, because you can't see what's
Okay.
going on there.
Well, let's try.
All right, roll with disadvantage. All right, you let loose your arrow, and you don't hear like any kind of contact or anything like that. Nothing that would signify that it managed to hit.
All right. So if he can't see me, then can I use my cunning action to try to hide?
Sure, there's plenty of stuff around that you could try to kind of jump behind. These
So-
you see the roots on the ground. It's kind of like entangled up around here, and the green triangles are trees, and then you got big old rocks as well.
okay. So I need to roll a stealth check.
No, but I would say that you probably need to try to hide behind one of those things. Probably not just be out in the open.
All right.
All right. Perfect. And Termite, that brings it back to you.
I posted a emoji in the Discord. I turn and look at my team, and I do that face. I have something in here I wanted to use, and I should have looked at it before it was my turn. I've got don't I have a second wind or something?
You sure do.
Second wind. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna use second wind.
Hold on, what does that do though? Hold on, before you use it, what does that do?
It heals. 1d10
Okay,
plus
so-
3.
So here's the thing though, I have this special ability that I can heal you without, that's not a spell, but I can only heal you to half health with that. So like, if you want to heal to full, maybe just run away this turn, I'll heal you to half. You use second one next turn. Is that possible?
I'm going to, for the sake of the game, I had like committed to do it, and like in the fight, I wouldn't have been able to like to have this discussion, but I'm gonna like remember that because my second wind is not gonna fully heal me. You see what I'm saying? Plus, I'd already
We'll
like
have a-
said I was.
We'll have a good talk after the fight, so we can do it for next time.
Yeah, we probably should all go through and like share what our
Get
stuff
to know
is.
each other.
But once per short rest, and I hadn't used it, you can use a bonus action to regain a D10 plus 3 HP. So I need to roll a D10. Not D100.
By the way, Kyle, you have 4 first level spell slots now, so you've got 1 free, and you've got 1 more second level available to use.
What's the second level move?
So that spiritual weapon was a second level.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a spell. Okay, cool.
4 plus 3, so I have to heal up for 7. and I'm still not super healthy over here for a tank, and I'm going to I know exactly where he is, so can I just shoot an arrow right at the same place that I swung on earlier? I know that there's disadvantage in because that the actions short whatever I just did, second wind was a bonus action.
Sure, you can, but you are gonna have to roll with disadvantage because 6 seconds is a long time, and he just saw another arrow go through, so he may
Okay,
or may not be there.
that's fair. 13 with disadvantage.
All right, and that was with your bow or crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So you fire your crossbow, and you hear a like almost like a yelping sound, and go ahead and roll for damage.
6.
All right. So take 6 points of damage. Yep, you heard that. Just like it was almost like a, and that's all you heard.
That was a very good like owlbear yip, by the way. I just want to give you props on that.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. Can you
Props.
say it again? I end my turn.
You almost hear like an echo. Codith, it's on you.
Okay. This is kind of a shitty situation.
Oh, can I interject here, Ryan? It says duration. It says concentration, comma up to 1 minute. So is it still there?
Yep, still there.
What does concentration up to 1 minute mean?
So in game, it's gonna last for about a minute. So you casted it more or less like 12 seconds ago, maybe 15 or so. So it's used about a quarter of its life. Now, if something were to happen to you, like you get shoved over or something like that, it's gonna disappear right away.
Okay,
Like
so I'm
like
actively casting it.
yeah, like an attack on you would, or if you cast something else, it would go away.
All right. Sorry, Cody. Back to you.
Oh, you're good. I'll just take a little shot with my bow too. A disadvantage shot.
All right.
I feel like we could be moved over a little bit and yet not disadvantage.
Well, to be fair, it took all my movement to get to where I am.
That's per
Uh,
turn, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is, yeah,
Move.
that's 30 feet per turn, or however many feet
Yeah,
per
I just
turn.
moved here.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Go ahead and roll with
Um,
disadvantage to hit.
Got it. It's gonna be a good one. Don't worry. Is that right?
All right. So you fire your short bow and just hear nothing. And you just hear the short bow almost, or the arrow just kind of like disintegrate in the fire.
Damn.
Focus.
I end my turn.
That's on you.
Who'd you say?
Hocus.
Oh, I missed that.
I need to understand how your thing moves. So as a bonus action on your turn, you can control your spiritual weapon, by the way.
Oh, that's nice. I got bigger fish to fry right now, though. How much health do you have, Termite?
A little less than half.
Okay, so I'm gonna just use a regular cure wounds on my first level spells I'm doing now.
Okay.
I'm at level 14. So I'm out of my first level spell slots.
Okie dokie. Hold on. Just
Ooh,
a minute.
baby, I'm almost full.
God
and I'm ready
knows.
to tank.
That is a very good heal. That is the second second full heal you've gotten.
I turn around and mention that's the power of love.
Jesus says, "Be healed."
And for my bonus action, I'll just move my little guy, my spirit weapon close to him, just like where I think he used to be, just so I'm a little closer to him.
Okay, so probably like you moved it like over here.
Yeah, it sounds good. Just so I have it for later.
Okie dokie. So, Albert's turn. Let's see.
Doesn't he take some damage at the
20.
beginning of his turn?
It's at the end if he ends on that
Gotcha.
side. All right, so you see him just wheel his ass around here, and he starts trucking. It only makes it about this far. Zoltan, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna cast the classic burning hands on this guy. Let me see. I'm gonna reposition just a little bit, and then like from the safety behind these roots, I'm gonna cast it toward him.
Okay. That's probably just a DC saving throw. Yep. So, go ahead and roll the damage on that.
Nice.
Okay. And what's the saving throw? It is dexterity. Yep. Okay. All right. So you as you let loose, completely engulf this owlbear, and he just takes this fire just directly to his face and takes full damage, which would have been 12 points of damage.
All right, I will kind of nestle myself in these roots over here, and end my turn.
Alrighty. Slate's area.
All right, so am I hiding or am I stealth? Like, can I pop a sneak attack on this dude?
He was pretty laser focused on Hokos because it was the first thing he saw, and you're kind of behind him, so yes.
I'll move back a little bit. I'm gonna take a sneaky sneak.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna say you have advantage on this because you were hidden. Go ahead and roll with advantage. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage and sneak attack damage. All right. So you let loose these arrows, and it catches him right in the ass, and you hear that again. What was that? 13. Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
13 points. He's looking pretty hurt now. Still up on all fours, still looking pretty hungry and pissed, but he's got like some arrows sticking out of him. He's looking kind of singed, looking a little bit bloody and worse for wear. But he's still up and kicking. Interestingly enough, as you let loose that arrow and hit him, he turned around and looked at your direction. You see his nose kind of go in the air, and he's like sniffing. He's got a strong scent of something. And
what?
we'll see. Termite, that's your turn.
I'm feeling rejuvenated again, and I just want to get him off that scent. You know what I mean? So I come up behind him and still with my shield equipped, gonna one-hand him.
All right, roll to hit.
13, does it hit?
It sure does. Roll for damage. Slice him like right where you saw the arrows go in from Slatesarian. You just go for a huge gash, and this time instead of a bark, it's almost like a howl. He is clearly hurt, bleeding a lot now, but still up on his feet, and he's still like really focused on whatever this smell is.
Damn it. Okay. Intern. Wait, he's still focused. I used that focus to kind of back away from him a little bit without him being able to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not get an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
you're behind him. You're behind him. He's
Okay.
like he's not even like he felt that, but he's like something's got his attention.
Okay.
I had to take a phone call. What's he smell? What's he?
Oh, once Slatesarian attacked him, he looked over in that direction and something caught his nose, and he's just
You
super
mean in this
focused.
direction? Oh no. Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Intern.
Okay, Codith, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is grab the sturge out of my bag and chuck it like way to the right over by the fire over there.
All right, so you chuck it, and
Yeah.
this owlbear follows the sturge, and he sees it land, and he's just staring at it now. It's almost like none of you guys even exist, and he's about to pounce on this dead sturge.
Boys, should we leave?
I think he's pretty
Alright.
hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. All right, so while he's looking at my sturge, which I'm sad to see go, I run and I'm mounting him. I'm just jumping right on him, and I'm giving him another bear hug move. This is gonna be my signature move going forward. And to establish that in front of the group, I mount this owlbear and I just start stabbing him.
All right, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me.
Oh.
Cause this thing's huge. Like it's fucking hulking.
Yeah. So are my
Oh
hands. Check
yeah.
it out.
Oh yeah.
Check it
Okay.
out.
So roll so roll your normal damage and then roll 2d6 on top of that.
All right.
Okay. So
Can you really emphasize like I'm a little guy, but I'm getting some serious air right here.
I'll tell you what. How do you want to do this?
What do you mean?
How do you want to do this?
Like how do I want to approach this?
Yep. You just finished him. You explain to me
yeah,
what
okay.
you just did to him.
Oh, okay. All right. So wait, is he hovering a little bit? You said?
No,
Or
no,
is
no.
this big?
He's huge.
Oh, he's on the ground. Okay. So I'm running up and I'm jumping to the top of his head, like full neck mount. So I'm like I almost jump over him because I jumped so high. Everybody thought I was gonna overshoot it, but it was perfectly landed. So I get right around his neck, both daggers, both sides of his head, and then I kind of just flip off with my. It was a kind of one movement. So I, like with the momentum, I get to his head, stab, and then in one flip, land over on the other side after the stab.
All right. So you run up to him, jump, and like everyone is so fucking amazed. Like you just jumped like 12 feet in the air. It really makes no sense for a little guy who's only 3 feet tall. And as you're coming down, it's almost like a cartwheel action in your left hand. You literally just right into the fucking brain of this thing, and you keep your cartwheel action going on. Roll on your feet in like an anime pose, and this thing just like it doesn't even make a noise. It just fucking falls to its side right next to you.
And then I hit one more AI step over the body one more time.
Okay, you trip a little bit because this thing's fucking massive. But you stuck the landing.
Okay, nice. All right.
All right, he's dead.
Fuck yeah.
I go and I pick Codith's little man up and I set him on my shoulder as if he's a parrot. And I say, listen, you're not walking anymore today, bud. I think
I'm
my
just
character is
smiling.
like
I'm just
7 feet
happy.
tall.
All right. So you do notice while it's laying there that there was a just a whistle kind of laid around its neck.
I want to very aggressively look at all of my teammates and say that whistle belongs to Codith.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow this whistle in the event that it's creature, but I want to put it in my backpack.
All right, you get a small wooden whistle.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, I give it a little blow, but it could never summon anything. It was a tiny little.
just a little toot toot. You hear a little. That's it.
Perfect.
All right. So you boys are gonna have to use your imagination for this next part. So I'm assuming you're continuing on towards the grave.
Yes.
Okay. So you come up on this this kind of grave site. Not really anything major. Like you notice that it is a grave site just because there's like some rocks and dirt piles here and there. Some of them have like wooden signs kind of staked in with names on them. You see probably 15 to 20 graves just kind of laying at this site. kind of overlooking the ocean.
Okay. I start looking around for Barstos.
Yeah, I'm checking around too.
Sure.
With
So,
that name.
pretty quickly you notice that
Or shoulder, naturally.
one of the ones with one of the wooden signposts has a I can't even remember the fucking guy's name. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Has one called was it Brastos?
Brastos.
Yeah.
Brastos,
One
Brastos.
says just says Brastos. Doesn't actually have a last name. And it just a kind of like a worn down wooden sign. It's obviously been here for a while.
Okay. What do we think, guys?
Put the locket down. Let's see what happens.
I grab the locket out of my bag and I set it down on top of the grave.
All right. So, give me just a second here. All right. So you just set it on top of the grave.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, you kind of as you look out and after you set it on the grave, you notice that the wind is kind of picking up a little bit, and over towards the north where the shipwreck was, you notice this huge, just thick fog just descends down on the shipwreck, and it's like there's no visibility anywhere in that direction. It is just completely engulfed in a super thick fog. And
I look at the team and I say, we should probably check that out at some point, but we need to go in heavy. When we go,
I
we need to
suggest
be
that
ready.
maybe we're messing with forces we aren't prepared for.
Okay.
Anybody got a shovel?
For what?
I think we might have to do some digging, some grave digging.
I have a crowbar. Can I just kind of beat the dirt with it?
I wouldn't suggest that. So wait, do we as a group assume that the fog has directly to do with the talisman?
Yeah.
It definitely seemed that way. Like as you
Okay.
put it down and kind of like laid it down to rest, that's when the fog kind of came over. It almost seems like things just became more peaceful as you did it.
Oh, okay.
Like as the the water hitting the rock face is gentler. Everything just seems to be more at ease.
I want to
just
like
cure the zombies.
That's what it sounds like.
I want to just dig a little hole with my hand and then bury the so it's more in the ground with him.
Okay.
You gotta leave well enough alone.
Oh, come on. It's not. You can't just leave it there. There's owlbears around here.
All right. You dig a little hole and
Yeah, it's just nicely tucked in there.
yeah, nothing really happens,
Okay.
but it's
Still feeling peaceful.
Yeah, still feeling pretty peaceful.
Okay.
More secure.
So should
I guess we're
how
Alright.
can we verify?
Directly to the group. It does sound like we didn't trust that old lady.
Renera.
Yeah, but it also did sound like she had more, so it's kind of like, does anybody have any
I think
other
it's safe to
leads?
talk to her now.
Well, I think we should say we cured the zombie problem. What do you care how we did it? Like we did our end of the bargain.
That's fair.
Okay,
Zombies
I
are
like
gone.
that. I like that. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
not bring it up. Well,
Yeah.
we also probably should confirm that we cured the zombie problem.
That's what I was
It
going to
just-
say. Do we need to go somewhere to see this?
Maybe
I
just
feel like
like
it's pretty clear that it happened.
I feel a little peaceful, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea why burying this talisman here would cure the zombie problem.
Because
We
We're
wouldn't
still
know where to
wide
go to
open.
check for the zombies anyway. They have like an observatory. Wait, maybe let's go ask about the observatory now.
that's a good idea. Go out there and we
Alright,
can
back to
just see
Runera?
from a
Yeah,
distance.
we have leverage now.
All right. So you guys are walking back to Renar.
Sleep.
I forgot the observatory was a thing.
It's
Maybe it
we
is
should do a
sleepy
long
time
rest.
soon.
Sure. It's probably like 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, just so you
We've
guys
been
know.
through a lot
Which,
today.
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I could be using a nap.
Okay, so you're gonna come back and nap before you talk to Renar.
Yeah.
Let's sleep.
Yeah, where's my one Cuban lady?
All right. As you
You know where I'm going.
as Mumpo sees you guys walking up, he runs out to greet you again. He said, "Oh," and he just he's sad.
Yeah,
He
I don't have the same enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
he just kind of goes back.
I
I am bunking with him though.
before we do our long rest, I go and whisper something in Varnon's ear.
You don't have to share that. We don't want to hear it.
And just say, I just give her my room number. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And I go lay next to Hokos.
um,
Can we take 5 in real life too and get?
yeah, it's probably a perfect time for that.
Okay. I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
I'll be right back.
Need some air conditioning.
Cool. So you guys wake up, and it's pretty fucking early because you went to bed at like 4. So we'll say you just had a real long rest, and it's like 4 a.m. A good 12-hour rest. Feeling super energized, and everyone's
Well,
kind of.
what if me and Corey didn't really sleep though?
You do think
Minus 1 HP.
you do get the feeling that someone came in and like peeked on you a few times to see what was going on.
Okay.
I asked Mumpo what he's doing in my sleeping bag.
Bumpo said, "I thought we were friends."
All right, you're right, Mumpo.
It's really weird since you guys are literally the same height. Like, you guys... But anyways, as you guys are kind of waking up, coming out of your rooms, you see Renara just kind of coming down here to greet you, and she walks up and says, "I didn't see you all return after visiting Brastos' grave. I trust that you found it okay."
We did,
Yep.
Renara.
Yeah.
Everything's taken care of.
Everything's good. Zombies, don't think you really have to worry about anything.
Several people in the group think that we've, for the record, I don't disagree, but we think we fixed your zombie problem.
It is strange. Soon after you left, it kind of felt like things have been lightened. I must ask, what did you do at the grave? How was Brestos connected with any of this?
Well, he wasn't. There was a magical owlbear, and we killed it.
No owlbear that I've ever seen is proficient in the art of necromancy.
Oh,
There's a
you
lot you
didn't see
haven't
this
seen.
owlbear.
I turn around and whisper to my group, which one of y'all has the biggest deception check?
I mean, I got a +2, baby.
I got a +4.
Yeah, Codith, I need you to back this story up, homie.
Well, I don't want to deceive her. I kind of want to tell her that I jumped to the top of this owlbear. Like, I want to explain kind of what happened.
That's not deceiving. That's telling the
No,
truth.
that's why I don't want to tell her the truth about what happened with the owlbear.
Yeah, but then we need to deceive her, not the owlbear, you know.
Well, I think she should hear about what happened. This maybe is worth
So,
telling.
as you're explaining it, you almost see this like horrified look on her face. Like, this is clearly not a woman who loves violence. And she's like, "Well, thanks for taking care of the pest. Maybe next time, not so much detail. You could just say that we exterminated a pest, please."
Well, last time you kept asking for more and more information. This time we just wanted to be honest with you.
Yeah, I scoff a little bit, and
Yeah,
say,
I'm disgusted by her reaction to that information, and
See,
I
I've
don't
seen
really
your
want to talk to her
eyeballs.
anymore.
I've seen your eyeballs do weird things sometimes. Like, don't
Alright.
talk to me about you being uncomfortable.
So
I'm
she
uncomfortable.
she just kind of looks at you, kind of lets out an exasperated sigh, just kind of like, and she goes, "Okay. I can tell from the way that the ocean has come up, that the fog that's dropped, the way, just the feeling in the air. I have faith that if you say you've handled the zombies, I trust that you've handled the zombies. Now, if you will,
Yeah.
please follow me up to the temple. I promised you answers, and I will give you answers."
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about.
about time.
All right. Now, it is, just for flavor's sake, about 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, everyone else is pretty fucking asleep. Pretty dark out. It's kind of strange almost that she's up.
I've
Yeah,
had
I
that
asked
thought.
Renara,
Yeah, I was going to
why
ask
are
her.
you awake right now? Like, why?
Sure. So,
Were you the one peeking in on Hokos and Termite?
no,
Well, you said something.
unfortunately, I was up all night, worried.
Oh, unfortunately, you weren't the one looking at Hokos and Termite.
I don't know what you're speaking of. I've been in the temple all night. But she does just kind of like flash you a smile for a second. She said, "You've asked for answers, and here are my answers." And she kind of like steps back for a moment, and then all of a sudden, you guys see where once this old, fragile woman was, um, there's now an enormous bronze dragon, covered with all these bronze-colored scales, and in this low, kind of growling voice, says, "Now you see me as I truly am." Um, and she just kind of is like almost presenting herself to you in a way that's like, "See, I'm a dragon." Um, she mentions.
Roll initiative.
I back. I backed up in the corner.
She says, "I promise I mean no harm. My kind have always been more gentle than the others. I'm, uh, I'm worried about what's happening to this land. You've heard me mention of Sharuth. You've heard me mention the observatory. How I had a friend go up there, and he hasn't returned. He himself was actually a bronze wormling, and as you've probably seen, this land has old wounds. I'm deeply afraid that the cycle of violence is starting again. I must ask you, please, please, I feel like I can trust you. Go up to the observatory. I have a key to access it. And see if you can find Adrian. Um, I'm very concerned as that something may have happened to him. This land, at the site of the observatory, you'll notice as you get closer, it's deep with magic. As the ages have passed and my kind has fought over this land and over nothing, to be frank, it's left these wounds and this arcane energy, that spot being a primary source of it. Please search for him and bring him back." And she actually looks at you, Termite, and gives you a kind of a hexagonal shaped key. Kind of looks like almost like crystalline. To you, it kind of just looks like a rock, but like a nice little like hexagon cylinder rock.
I look at her and unilaterally, without consulting my team, say, "Hey, I just wanted to apologize for us being a little like aggressive towards you because we saw your eye thing going on, and that kind of you can understand. We felt like there
Could have
was
been a
something
zombie.
that yeah, there was something
Hmm.
something
Sure.
that you were concealing, and you were concealing it, and now you've come clean and just clean slate, you know."
Sure, I
You, you,
understand.
you,
As you can imagine, you can understand why I normally don't present myself this way. This is supposed to be a place of refuge. It's supposed to be a place of peace. And it has been for years. The statue that you've seen down at the bottom of the dragon, that statue is actually of my father, Astalgan. Astalgan, he was the one who founded Dragon's Rest. I've mentioned Sharuth to you. My father and two others were actually the ones who imprisoned Sharuth beneath these lands. I'm worried he's waking up. I'm worried that something is happening at the observatory to bring him back and for him to cause chaos.
real quick, what should I name this key?
Um, you could just name it like Moonstone Key or something like that. I think is what it's technically called.
Wait, is Renara's a Cuban, right?
Runara is a full-fledged bronze dragon.
Hey,
She's
Renara,
fucking
before,
huge.
Before. But I'm
Yes,
like in her regular form.
yes, she was a old elderly just normal
Cuban.
human.
Okay.
Human.
Oh, human. Oh,
Human.
not a Cuban.
No,
Okay.
not a Cuban. No Cubans to
Hey,
be seen.
Renara, can we kind of like ride on your back to the temple and you just drop
Yeah,
us
she's
off front?
massive now.
She's pretty
Like-
fucking large. She's a big
Like,
old.
can we just hop a ride? Because
That's a
we
good
think it'd be
idea.
Yeah,
really
it'd be
cool
kind
to
of
fly
fun
on
to
a
ride
dragon.
over on a dragon to the observatory. I'm kind of.
And avoid encounters in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm hopping on Renara without her permission.
She
You're just
she
all about
sees you
mountain
start to
things.
like kind of scale up the side of her and just pushes you off. She says,
Sorry, I thought that was unspoken.
"I must stay here for the same reason that I haven't gone and solved this problem myself. These folks here need me. I'm needed here to protect this, and if something is truly going awry, I'm worried that my absence will cause havoc to this area.
Well, why do you think we've trained Mumpo to be a great warrior? He
I
can watch.
Hey,
He can watch
swear
my
to
fight.
Bahamut, if you try to bring Mumpo into another fight, I will personally eviscerate you myself.
That's
turned to
fair
my
after
gr-
last
my-
time.
Yeah.
Get
I- yeah.
yeah.
So,
You're getting
Wanna go
Mumpo. You're
get
getting
Joe
um, so you guys are actually going to try to go get Mumpo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mumpo needs to face his first test.
All right.
I'm a solo campaign this after y'all get eviscerated over here.
So you guys go and try to wake up Mumpo, and you see Renara just fucking fly down.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Wait,
she,
did the Cubans know Renara's a dragon?
you don't know.
Do now.
Mumpo, are you seeing this shit?
As she lands and sees you about to approach into Mumpo's quarters, she literally just breathes fire into the air. And says, "I said stop," and slams her claw into the ground.
Hey, Renara,
I
do you
stop.
want our help or not? Like, we're sorry. We needed a companion, and Mumpo loves us, and we love Mumpo. And Codith and Mumpo got a little something going on. I'm
She
saying,
Whoa.
she
You
shoots
gonna
you a
shoot me?
look and just like yells, like you can feel this just fucking like reverberating through your
Yeah.
entire body. She says,
I'd like
"Mumpo can't even be in sunlight without being damaged. You leave him here if you were to take on this quest. If you don't want to do this, then so be it. Please leave this land."
I'm up here on the cliff and I scream down to Slatesarian, you about to get eviscerated.
Yeah, I run up to the cliff to watch the shit show.
And I look to my people on my left and right and say, "Y'all trying to get to this observatory?"
Yeah, let's go ahead and head over there.
Let's go.
all right, Renara, I'll make a deal with you. We'll do this.
All right, back up.
Wait, back to top. Back to top.
Can I have one of your bronze scales as a reward after this is over? I just think it'd be kind of cool.
She sits and she kind of ponders for a moment. She says, "You know, dragon scales are quite valuable."
Yeah. Our help's quite valuable too at this moment because you can't leave.
If you bring Adrian back completely unharmed, I will consider giving you one of my scales.
Shake on it. I mean, well, if you shake my hand, will your talon like rip my hand off? Can you go back to human form and we'll shake on it real quick?
I'll have you know that I am a bronze dragon. We uphold all morality and all feelings of honor and justice. A bronze dragon does not go back on its word.
Yeah, rogues don't either. You know, what's the Thieves Guild? All right, see you later.
Okay. So
That went better than expected.
you guys take off. All right.
Where are we going?
Up here.
Cool. Very cool.
Do we have to
Very
go
cool.
Um,
I thought it was up here.
Give me one moment. So, oh fuck. On the map you see where the observatory is. You have a few options to get there. You can go there by land. You can take the boat to take off and kind of get there
Then
as
we
well.
Take the boat.
There's a
and
lot
sea
of creatures in the ocean.
I have no
we
strong
Fight a
feelings
giant
either way.
octopus.
There's owlbears out there too.
Yeah, I guess it's probably similar outcomes.
Can one of my teammates?
5
It's
4
5 a.m.
It's roughly like 4:30 at this point.
I say we get some breakfast and wait for the sunrise.
Hey, is there any merchants with anything of note? Maybe I ask
No,
my
there
girl
isn't.
or not. Okay, because I got some valuables and I just didn't know where we were at with that. But
No, I've tried to sell everything because I'm a greedy bastard. There's nobody here.
Yep. Now,
Also,
if
I
you
have
do
20
feel like
pounds of clove. Sorry.
yes, someone else has that as well. You do get the feeling that you could probably leave any valuables that you were worried about here, and they'd look after them. Like this isn't a greedy group of creatures.
I
Yeah,
have
what
trust
about
issues,
Eric?
so I'm not leaving
Yeah,
my.
what about Tarek?
Yeah, Tarek's on this island. I'm not leaving one.
Okay,
around.
Also, if
understandable.
I unequip this stuff, I don't know how I'm going to keep up with it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I could say that and just take it off of my weight. But you said we're not really going to keep up with weight, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm over.
weight's too difficult for me.
Okay, 'cause I'm
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
So
over
I
encumbered
do want to
right
ask
now.
before we fly over to the or sail over to the observatory. Are we about to go on a very long encounter if we go there?
Probably not like initially. No.
Okay.
Can you real quick, Ryan? What was this room I'm standing by? I thought some significance to this.
Where are you at? Yeah, so that's the it's kind of like a winch. That's where Tarek would normally lower his own belongings into a boat of his own down in
Okay.
and kind of like himself as well. It's like a winch.
Okay, I got you. don't
I
know why
look to
thought
my
that was more
teammates
important.
and I call a vote land or water. What do y'all think?
I'm voting water.
Yeah, let's do water.
Yeah, water.
Sure.
All right, that's a majority.
All right.
4 a.m. in the ocean.
My vote was for breakfast, but if I have to choose,
All right.
Short wrist.
So you guys start kind of rowing through the ocean, singing some sea shanties to keep yourself
yeah.
a little bit entertained. Give me just a second to draw some fog so you guys don't see everything that's happening.
Soon may the
All right.
weathermen
Yep.
bring us sugar and tea and rum.
Beautiful. So eventually you start getting close to the observatory, and I've got a little prompt to read, so I'm gonna read that.
Ooh, props.
Yep.
We got a cutscene.
So as you kind of round around the southeastern tip of the island, you can see some crumbling ruins in the distance. They're on top of some rocky columns just off the main island. Yeah, just off the main island. It seems like if you pull up the boat on shore, it'd probably be a pretty easy walk up to the rest of the cliffs. Though it doesn't seem like there's any way to get from the cliffs to the ruins. On the flip side, you could probably tie up the boat to the bottom of the columns and try climbing up to the ruins. Yeah.
That's our only
I got a
option.
lot
then?
of climbing gear, guys. I think this works.
Well, you also weigh like 12 pounds, so you could I could give you my rope and you could
I
go up there
might
and
possibly
drop
might
it
just be
down.
able to jump up right to the top.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got 50 feet of rope. If
So,
I give it to you,
as you guys
can
are
you, like,
talking,
fly up to the top?
you hear in the distance a huge screeching roar, just like a fucking monstrous, just reverberates through your entire body. Honestly, is like causing ripples in the water around you. And you notice a winged, glittering blue shape going, just speeding through the air, coming towards you. And the figure comes to a stop just along the column furthest away from the island and completely vanishes from sight.
All right. Noted.
I
Oh,
I
boys.
turn to the group and I do that emoji again. Where I, Mm. So we're back
well,
to how we get up the cliff, right? That was our only option.
Yep, so you can probably go on shore and walk up towards here, I'll show you.
I'm climbing. I got a piton I've been waiting to use this whole time, and I'm putting it in the rock.
You could probably get to like this area pretty easily, but you don't notice any kind of like visible bridge
Oh,
to get
shit.
across. Or you could give me just a
Oh,
second
wait,
here.
so, okay, wait, we're down there.
Hold on. Hold up.
We're seeing things we all
Fog
know.
of War's lessening. Looks like we could build a bridge here with enough wood and resources.
It's annoying with the fog to like move it. I really need to figure that out.
I think I could build us like a water bridge with one of my
Ooh,
spells.
that sounds cool.
Yeah, let's climb
Um,
up and do that.
Dude,
Yeah, I like water bridge. Oh
hey,
my God,
that
you
worked out
scared the
kind of well.
God,
Alright.
he scared me, dude.
Or you could climb up around like this region right here.
Thank you.
You could attempt to, anyways.
Let's my vote for the group is let's try to get Codith little man up there and tie us a rope at the
Yeah.
top.
Over here.
Galmir, he could throw him.
Wait, we're we're gonna throw
I'm
me?
pretty strong. Yeah, I'm pretty strong too. I have.
Wait, how
Uh,
far are we
let's-
talking? This is it's only like 50 feet.
So hold on, where are you guys at? You guys decided to come on shore, and
Yeah,
you're
I
over
think
here.
we docked like at the base and
Okay.
climbed up here,
Okay,
shimmied
perfect.
up here.
Yep. Perfect. So, as you come up there, you see it's like a kind of like overgrown and windy pass going up to this edge of edge of the cliff, and
Uh-huh.
interestingly enough, as you look over towards this, you see two marble statues, veined with gold, each kind of carved into the shape of a dragon with its mouth open and like almost like it's roaring.
I'm gonna go
That
check
would
a
be
little
the stars, by the way.
Those other two dragon statues.
Correct.
I
wanna
start
g-
fiddling with it.
Yeah, I want to chip some of that gold off.
Okay. Um. The gold seems pretty sturdy. It's like it's almost purely like decorative. Like it doesn't. It's not in a very like a manner that's easily chipped. What you do notice though is that the open mouth is hexagonal shaped.
I look up angrily
Ah.
at God because I wanted some gold, but
God says, "Fuck you."
Key in the mouth.
Key in the mouth.
Sure. So you place.
Wait, did they both statues have that?
Correct.
Oh,
I don't know if that's like a choice thing that I should be if that matters.
slot it in there.
The
The
missing
one that's
key?
closest to me.
Sure.
Be missing a key.
I don't know which one is closest to you.
It's because I'm still in the boat. Lefty.
All right, left one. Also, I should probably bring the boat. Beep. Okay, so as you place your thank no problem, buddy. That is the Going Merry, by the way. You guys named it, though someone deleted it.
The Going Merry, we named it that.
Yeah,
Yeah, somebody did. I don't
yeah,
know
it's
who.
just kind of weird how that happened. Anyways,
Probably Avery.
and then you see a rubber man come out and start. So as you place this key into the mouth of the statue, in the eyes of these statues just light up with like magical life, and you see what appears to be a shimmering light just shoot across to the other side, and it's kind of staying there.
A light?
Yep, it's just like a flat
Okay.
sheet of light that is
Like
going
a light
across.
bridge.
Okay. I put like one little foot on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, seems pretty sturdy.
Okay. I put both little feet on it.
All right, yep, you're now on the bridge.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna keep tiptoeing, even though everybody's moving pretty fast. I want to go slow.
Cool. All right, so you guys enter this area right here. Give me just a moment here.
I tell the group again about my boots that make no noise and ask if we got any creative ideas for those.
I'd note that and say,
Are you wearing them, by the way?
Oh, I'm wearing them.
Okay.
They're snug like a bug on those feet.
I say, Codith, go in there first.
Interesting. I don't know.
Scout the place out.
They make me. Boy, I reject that offer.
Sure. So as you enter into this this room, you see broken stone kind of lines the room. Fragments of elegant statues. There once really magnificent pillars in here, and shining marble walls. It's a gorgeous room. And at the center, a tall sculpture of rusted planets and gilded stars, kind of, spinning and sitting around. It's almost like it's like a weird mimicry of like how planetary motion would normally be. And then all of a sudden, a gargled screech just like you hear it. You look over to your right and see this huge fight going on right here. That's a fog. That's not select. There's this huge fog that comes up and then it disappears miraculously. You see all these creatures.
Oh, there's Cubans in there.
You see like half a dozen of these bat-like creatures that seem like they're sturges. You actually recognize them. And then two winged kobolds with blue paint smeared across their snouts are fighting these sturges off. They're really fighting as hard as they can, but they're looking to be overwhelmed. And they don't
Ryan,
really notice you guys.
Wow.
Ryan,
Dude,
How did
I
we
don't
not
know.
notice this?
I don't know how much of that you read and how much of that you said ad lib, but you really painted a picture there, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Give you
man.
a shout out.
Thanks, dog.
Do we want to try to do this, or we want to wait till
I
next
don't know.
time?
This is a lot going on here.
So we need
Whose
to
side
save
are
the
we even on?
Cubans,
Do we
Oh,
know?
I'm
need
on
to
the
save
Cuban
the
side by
Cubans.
default. Yeah.
and I did one shot these guys before.
Yeah,
and
they're
we were level
Sturges.
2.
Yeah. These guys are
So-
nothing.
So
But
here's
this
the
is a
thing.
big battle.
Here's the thing. I have a flask of oil. If I can sneak and throw and coat A, B, I, G, maybe C or F in oil, then
Sounds a little ambitious.
Zoltan can just take out 5 of them in one go with a flame spell.
That's not a
Give it a
terrible
try.
idea.
I also have one. We could really light them up, maybe. I could kind of aim for like CDE. You could kind of get in like the ABC range.
Yeah.
We need to coordinate it so you both throw at the same time.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
well, I mean,
boom,
we're not
boom,
in combat, so
fireball.
we're not in combat, so we can just stealth and do this out of combat.
All right.
Or we just
I'm
fuck
down.
them up. They are easy to kill.
I would
It's a
say
good
that
opening, though.
I would
Yeah,
say that you
Oh,
guys
yeah, I like the opening.
hey, all you guys hide outside while like kind of get out of the way while me and Codith
I support
stealth.
that.
That way,
I'll kind of come around this way.
do we need to roll to go into stealth?
Hold
Or
on.
can we-
Give me just a second, because I had all this set up, but adding a character has made me have to redo them. So let
How do you
me.
do the highlighter thing again? Where's that up? Is it the pointer? Yeah.
Right
it's
click.
pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll splash these guys, Corey, and then you guys
Okay.
get a big fireball on there.
Also, be careful not to hit our Cubans.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they're expendable.
Forget Renara is a big dragon that was gonna eat Corey's titties.
Yeah.
That could have happened
Okay.
any day.
All right. So
Crazy.
I missed that for a little bit. What were you guys doing?
So the two rogues are sneaking in here, kind of where they are, and we're both going to simultaneously throw an oil flask and cover as many of the Sturges as we can, and then Zoltan's going to come on and ignite all that.
Okay. So you guys are doing like a simultaneous like
Like a coordinated
oil
little
flask
movie.
Yeah.
throw.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you go ahead and roll for dick size. I can't believe that's on your character sheet. That's very funny. I
18.
Go ahead and roll
I flop
a.
it out.
You're a halfling. The thing's like 2 inches.
That's not what the dice said.
Go ahead. Yeah, 18 centimeters. Go ahead and roll for sleight of hand.
Okay.
And are we rolling with advantage since they don't see us?
You got to be shitting me.
All right.
Are
No,
we rolling with
no.
advantage since they don't see us? Just regular.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah,
roll a
them
6
not-
with a +5?
by rolling in that one.
Oh, nat 20.
All right. So
Wait, does my
it
trait
does
apply to that?
It sure does. You're very
It
lucky.
does? Nice. Ooh, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and try that again.
It's a very convenient trait. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, so we
baby.
just
Perfect. So let me see if I can kind of draw here. I remember these things kind of like are flying a little bit.
Yeah.
So you throw your grease down, or your oil, I should say. And it covers like, I want to make sure you guys can see that. You hit like this whole region
Okay.
right
Oh,
here.
nice.
But these
Yeah,
three in the
that's
back
what's-
are
yeah.
pretty uncovered.
That's fair enough.
And they're very, very alert that you're now there because they just got hit by
It's
fucking
okay.
oil. Everyone roll
Hit 'em with the
initiative.
Riz.
Now, take the shot.
I thought the initial pitch was they were gonna all three, while they were out of combat, like throw oil and shoot a fire. But
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm shooting the fire right now.
Oh, that was like a simultaneous. I thought it was just those
Yeah.
two, and then you were gonna
Oh
do it.
yeah, it was like oil, boom.
Oh,
fire.
okay.
also they're
Fire.
hitting them. They're aiming for their bodies, I think, right? Not the ground, because we don't want to burn the place down.
Well, I kind of wanted to do whatever got me the most splash damage. Kind of what happened is what.
Okay, all right.
Okay, then go ahead and just gonna do this. Everyone except for Zoltan roll initiative.
Fuck. I get to move in 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Shit. All right.
My allergies.
Okay. So Zoltan, what were you doing?
Am I? Is this like still before pre-combat, or should I use it
This
in combat?
this is the entrance of combat right now.
Okay. All right. I would want to throw a fireball directly into the middle of the oil stain.
Okay. So that is. Let me see. Fireball. Huh. That's through your staff of fire. Interesting. Okay. I was wondering how you had access to those spells. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So fireball. That is an area of 20 feet. So if you do it like right, probably like around here, which is what I'm assuming you're talking about, it should light up that oil and hit all 5 of these dudes.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Go ahead and it really doesn't matter. You're gonna roll an 8d6, so you don't have to roll for damage. All 5 of them just completely incinerate.
Hell yeah.
They're just nothing but a pile of ashes, and some lingering fire kind of like around the area.
I'm glad that plan actually worked for once, boys.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
It does seem like that like it was such a massive fucking like incineration that like this desk over here is starting to catch fire as well. Like this is there's a lot going on now. You just sparked a huge fire. But yeah, I'm assuming that's gonna end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And perfect. So give me just a second. So I make sure I'm not going with the wrong people.
Was it my turn? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
I had to mute for a second.
F comes over here and immediately tries to attack one of the kobolds. And he does miss.
Is that Bumpo's brother?
It is not Mumpo's brother. However, do an insight check.
Everybody.
Just Slatesarian. Slatesarian, you notice like some weird, like you almost recognize them. Something seems familiar about these 2 kobolds.
It's because all Cubans look the same.
Yeah, actually exactly that. Perfect. And then this guy here is going to swoop down and come directly for Hokos. He's just turned around and is making a piercing attack. What's your armor class?
15.
And you just shrug him off. Kind of move out of the way before he gets to you. Right. So this kobold here, quickly just goes to attack G right here. He goes to attack. And unfortunately, he does miss. He was kind of attacking him with like a dagger. And the kobold attacks back
Back, sorry.
and does hit. Launches himself into this kobold, who takes some pretty heavy damage. He doesn't latch in. He just goes for a pierce and pierces himself straight through, like not where his heart is, but the other side of his chest on this kobold, who lets out a shriek. And he's bleeding pretty heavily now. And the Sturge pulls himself back out, and we're on Hokos.
Oh, that's right. These are like little mosquito shits.
Okay. I'm gonna do my channel divinity preserve life, so it's I use my action and heal up to I have 15 HP to those two kobolds, but I can't heal them above half. So like you can figure it out, but basically they're both at half.
Okay.
I'm
you-
sorry
you-
to interrupt.
Yeah, you're fine.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Um,
Well, I was just gonna ask, so all those all those just burned up from our move?
yeah,
I missed
they
the climax of that.
completely burnt
Oh,
to
nice.
ash, like literally just
Okay.
ash. And this
Beautiful.
whole, in fact, this whole area now is just,
It's crispy.
it's literally on fire.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on
I
fire.
say-
Okay.
Yeah.
I say
Okay.
Zoltan's gonna need to use some water bending over there.
Cool. So the kobold, the one that just got pierced, has like some, nice shiny light shine down on it, and his wound actually closes over, and the bleeding is stopped, and he's kind of like looking around, trying to understand what just happened.
Wait, we can speak to them, right?
Yeah, you can try.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to.
Okay, and then this other kobold right here, this boy, comes over here and goes for a swing on F. And he hits. All right. So he takes his dagger and just kind of like he uses his wings to, because these are winged kobolds. If I didn't say that, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Kind of
you
like
said that.
propel himself up for a second and just stabs the thing directly in the head and brings it to the ground with him, and it's dead on the ground. Cool. And with that, it is Slade Sarian's turn.
So when me and Codith threw the ole, are we still stealth?
Not. I mean, you're not really stealth, but like no one's coming after you.
So I can like walk over here and stick one of my arrows in the fire and catch it on
That's
fire.
exactly what I was gonna do.
You absolutely
before I
could.
shoot G.
Yep, you
All right,
absolutely
that's
could.
what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna go for G.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. So you let loose your arrow that's now burning, and it just sticks into the wall, right over here, and sticks into it, and it just keeps burning over there.
Nice. Burn the whole place down.
So I want to look at Hokos and wink and say, "At least I tried this time, buddy."
And with that, it's
Hey, don't
Coda's
be
turn.
wicked, my man.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
All right, so after seeing what he just did, I thought it sounded cool, but then I saw it in practice, and I don't want to do that. So, it does seem like the only viable move, though. All right, I'm going to look at him and, like, kind of look. Dude, what was that? This is how you do it. So then I dip my arrow in the fire, and I take a shot at G.
Sure thing.
No,
Go ahead
her
and
was-
roll to hit.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, that's because I let my jumping and my shooting do the talking.
I love that your roll take forever.
Exactly the same.
So you let loose your arrow, and also it just goes right by it. It didn't even notice either of these arrows, and now there's just a burning arrow here and a burning arrow here.
Yeah. So what was all that? What was all that talk, Codith?
I'm kind of ducked down behind, like, this little planetary tower in shame. And
Understandable.
I don't make eye contact with Slade Sarian.
Great. Termite, it's your turn.
I mean, to be fair, you're short. You make shin contact.
I'm not super concerned about these weaklings, so I want to go GM's choice. Just do something about getting this fire more manageable or putting it out or something.
think that's a job for Zoltan.
Yeah, he's got water spells.
Well, there's
can
fires
do
over
it on the
here
next
too, and
turn.
I don't know how much. Maybe I don't want to.
Those are just little wall fires. I don't have to pay attention to
Let's
those.
see.
Well, I've committed.
I'll put out a damn fire.
Pour your water bottle on it.
I would
Yeah,
probably go in with like.
you don't really have anything that would be able to do anything about this fire, but it doesn't really seem like it's spreading. It seems like it's kind of contained to where the oil was.
Okay, I'm just worried about the GM retconning the campaign. So since I could have seen that, I'll just I was standing right here. I'm gonna smack. Is that an eye?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't have my. I'm gonna unequip my shield because I'm not worried about these little.
All right,
bad
so you
guys.
walked in without your shield. Go ahead and roll to hit. That hits. Roll for damage.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's a
you
crit. Oh
just-
no, never mind. That's the hit.
You
Sorry.
just take your go straight up this thing's body, and it literally slices in half as it falls to the floor.
He's dead.
It is dead. And that brings us back to Zoltan.
Wait, I didn't get to do my cool pose at the end of my turn.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I chose not to
Okay.
this time.
Understandable. Zoltan.
All right, I'm just gonna do the water bending, and try to douse this fire a little bit.
Okay. So yeah, you take the water out of your flask, looking like fucking Katara.
I want like a bunch of water, so I'm gonna pull it from under the bridge here, get the good stuff.
Okay. So it only does like a 5-foot radius or diameter or so. You can only cover about 5 feet with this water.
Damn.
But
I rethink.
for flavor, I'm gonna say that you took you literally Katara pose and channeled this water out from over and just made a big sweeping motion where this like basically ball of water just continuously puts out the fire around. You just like kind of move it around.
Yeah.
What I
that's
am
was looking for.
what I am gonna say is that is both your action and your movement though.
Okay, I can live with that. I'll end my turn there, satisfied.
Excellent. And that brings us to Kobold. So he's looking at this one in front of him, just completely pissed. It kind of looks around and finds a rock on the ground and just fucking chucks a rock at this thing's head.
Whoa.
And it hits. It hits a nat 20. And this stir, he beams this thing directly in the fucking like stinger, and he threw it with so much force that it literally like it completely like accordions the stinger back into this thing's face as it just like falls to the ground, looking kind of crumpled and ugly. And now both of these kobolds kind of look over to you guys, looking really tense and almost kind of like on edge, like, oh shit, do we need to fight him? Do we not need to fight him? Like, what's going on?
Whoa. I throw my hands up. Come in peace there, Cubans.
We just held you out.
Yeah, we just saved you.
Wait, are we out of combat?
Depends on how this goes.
Whoa. Are we done with the Sturges?
Yes.
Did we kill?
Okay,
So
I want to
eyes
grab
head
that
too?
last one, the cleanest pack, so I can replenish my Sturge in my backpack.
The kobold in front of you just looks at you horrified. Like, why are you shoving this thing into your backpack?
I'm a different kind of killer kobold.
They kind of like see that you're throwing your hands up and taking a deep breath.
Yeah.
And this one kind of walks up and says, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Mech, and this is my brother Min."
Are you guys related to Mumpo?
Mechman?
Mumpo? We don't recognize any Mumpo. We've only got a sister. Our sister's name is Mila.
Muppa's a great warrior.
Yeah, Mila.
You should introduce yourself to Muppa sometime. But anyway, that's all I gotta say.
The only thing we care about is helping our new savior, Sparkrender.
Excuse me.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, who is that?
Who's
I can
Sparkrender?
work with it.
What do you mean, who's Sparkrender? Sparkrender is a great blue dragon that is. He's gonna help us. He's gonna take care of all of our problems on this island.
Whoa,
we
whoa,
saw him on the
whoa.
way in. We saw him.
We did?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
but
guys
we
saw?
Oh, the thing that
Yeah.
flew by us. Oh, yeah.
You guys saw him? Isn't he awesome?
Was he?
If that's what you
was
want to
he-
call him.
Was he asleep under this land before y'all found him?
No, he actually came to us. We have no idea where he came from, but he said he was going to take care of all our problems, and he certainly seemed powerful enough to take care of all of our problems. So who are we to tell him no?
Yeah, so by take care of all your problems, he means he's gonna just burn you out of the ground.
No,
What are you guys
no,
doing
he
here?
would never do
What
that.
do you? No. What are you two doing here?
Well, Sparkrender has tasked us with putting back together some of the statues in this room.
What do the statues pertain to? Are they like maybe ancient relics?
We have no idea. Take a look for yourself. Maybe you know something.
Yeah. I want to come check and see if there's any hexagonal key slots here, possibly.
Interesting. So yeah, as you come over to this area right here, there is some more dragon statues that do have the same kind of opening.
I want to go try to grab my key out of this one and see if I get stuck on the other side.
So as you pull the key out,
Toss it over.
the bridge does go away.
Oh, nice.
But
All right, so I walk over and I attach my 50 feet of rope to an arrow and shoot it over towards Termite so we can make like a makeshift bridge for him to get back across.
Okay.
He's gonna tightrope back over.
I can like shimmy on it, like upside down.
Unless
thought you were a
Totus
big
wants to
old boy.
shimmy over.
I'm strong
Totus,
as
do you
fuck,
wanna-
though. You seen the
do you-
strength?
I was just gonna say maybe it's a job for the little guy, but
Well, I'm over here. True.
hey, you're figuring it out.
Yeah, let's. I put the key back in. That's a good point. I put the key back in. Hand it to Coda's little man.
So these guys kind of come over to you and like, what are you trying to do?
Put a
Don't worry
key
about
in
it.
this. Do you have? Hey, bud, you got a key that you can put in this hexagon mouth?
No, but
The
if you
one-
need something from over there, I can go get it. I sure do appreciate the help you guys gave us. And he literally
Let's-
just
yeah,
takes
let's have
off
him do
because
that.
these are winged guys, and he literally just like hovers above you guys and just zooms over here, grabs the key, so the bridge goes away, and then flies right back and gives it back to you, Termite.
That's working
Oh.
smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
I like these guys.
yeah.
I'm
Can
gonna
always trust a
apologize.
Cuban with an M name.
I apologize to them. Say, yeah, we're a little dysfunctional, and I put my my. Wait a minute. This one doesn't even need a. It's just a bridge over
You
here.
want to just go up there first?
It doesn't matter.
Well, we got the key. Let's go ahead and check out down
Yeah.
here then.
I put the key in here.
Okay. So as you put the key down, shimmering bridge shows up, and you're gonna have to give me just a moment here.
I'm gonna
What
run
kind
in
of
like
story can be packed in there?
I'm gonna run in like.
Well,
a-
I've goofed because I had been doing the labels for myself, so I knew which room was which, and I didn't do that on this one, so I'll fix that for next time. But anyways, so you guys walk across the bridge.
Well, Corey
Like a
full
crackhead.
sprinted.
Yeah, like I just busted in there like way past. If there's an encounter, I'm looking at it from the backside. 'Cause I just overshot.
Okay. So as you were going across, the waves echoed below you, in this cramped tower. Part of the floor is kind of crumbled away, dropping off into a chamber below. And amid the rumble, there's collapsed bookcases. They jotting out at all these weird angles, and books kind of all across the floor.
I'd like
start
to
picking up
examine those
books.
books.
Yeah.
Because I'm here to find a magical secret. I didn't tell you guys that before, but that's part of my
Oh,
character's
what the hell,
backstory.
dude? You could have told us that.
Okay.
I donate
Zoltan,
all my books.
you notice a what looks to be like a small tome. It's almost kind of like a journal, with a nice ornate lock. It's like very. It seems like a really nice book.
I'm gonna pocket that.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and then so you guys are all just kind of like moseying around.
Actually, I'm gonna walk back and I'm telling Mech and Min about some of my feats.
They're completely enamored. Like they're so interested, especially in the owlbear story. Like they're asking you to
Yeah.
repeat it over and over and over again.
I indulge them.
Okay. The rest of you guys are just kind of mucking about.
Yeah, I want to take a peek at my book, see what's in there.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Fucking right.
Excellent. So, you notice that across the keyhole is a small, like, arcane rune engraved into it. It almost seems like magical.
Does he
I'm gonna like look
recognize
at
the
that.
language or anything?
Yeah.
It's all you kind of recognize was that it's some kind of magical rune engraved on the keyhole.
All right. And it's on all the keyholes.
There's
Oh,
just
the
one
keyhole
lock.
of the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what you were investigating.
No, it is. Yeah, I got confused.
Zoltan, is that a secret, or can I ask, like, what did you see on that book?
There's a. It looks like it's locked, and there's a little rune thing. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to open it.
I just, for future reference, I wanted to know if I knew that.
No, so
keep it
don't be
secret.
mistaken. The lock is kind of like on the front, but it's like if you wanted to open it, you could.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna crack that bitch open then. Yeah.
Okay. Um, let me see here. All right. As you open this book, a noxious green gas kind of pours out of it, and you take. Give me 1 second here. 5 points of poison damage.
God
Oof,
damn it.
stinky.
All right. Do I learn anything, or I just poison?
The poison fills your brain with.
Sure. So, as you open it, you're like, it smells like fucking ass, like just awful. Uh, Finally, things kind of like come to light, and you are reading this. And you notice it has like a bunch of star maps and notes on like different magical experiments. And one passage in particular is kind of underlined near the start of the journal, and it reads in like a really old dialect of Common. Think like Old English. To ye four scholars, point your eyes towards the dragon's light, for it guides your descent into knowledge. And I'm going to copy and paste that into the Discord so everyone has it. But really, Avery has it.
I share that with all of you. I read
Perfect.
it out loud.
Now you all have it.
Four scholars, point your eyes towards the dragon's light for it guide your descent to knowledge.
I want to ask Min and
Hmm.
Mech if they know what the Dragon's Light is or where it is.
Okay. Excuse me. Give me 1 second here.
I kind of grossed out by him interrupting my story, but I do let him speak.
Yeah. Give me like 2 minutes to reorient myself a little bit.
All right.
So just talking to the group, in this room over here, there was a secret chamber that we could have gone into. Is that right?
Oh, there was?
Sounded like there was a
missed
crack
that.
in the floor, and there was
Oh, I missed
somewhere
all
we
that.
could crawl down into.
Oh, let's investigate that for sure.
I'm
Actually,
not up for too much more.
I stay
thinking,
oblivious to that. I kind of just want to keep talking. Homies.
but I can drop
You guys
out
go
if
ahead.
you guys want to keep going.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta go.
actually, I need to go soon too. It's 10.
Yeah,
Sure.
we should camp out here.
Yeah.
Wrap it up in this room. This is
Yeah,
a
I
good.
think
It leaves
so.
us a lot of options for next time. Yeah.
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 Really quick, when you ask them about that, they kind of mention, they say like, Min speaks up and he says, I don't know anything about any Dragon's Light, but Sparkrender did task us with trying to make dragon statues out of the rubble around this room. And as you look around, you notice like there are five actually chunks of rubble, and like they're almost draconic shaped. And each of them have a different color of paint on them, and they were all kind of like circled around the room. So you could think like one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here.
All right, I got a big old note for that. That'll be our kickstart next time.
Peppers, peppers.
All right.
Verbal.
And we're calling that a rep.
Is that how you spell
Yeah.
looted?
That's a
Or am
wrap.
I
Got a lot done.
dyslexic?
Perfect.
Yeah, that felt like the most plot progression we've had in one
For
session.
sure.
I sure do agree with that.
Most fun.
Yeah.
Stevie's missed like half the campaign now.
Yeah, Stevie's gonna have a
Yeah.
catch up to do now, but
Cool.